Hi Libras, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Weekly Tarot for the week of December 18th through December 24th. Now, your monthly extended, very important messages for December, so please do go back to that. It will be linked at the end of this video. A big message from last week's reading, which you can also reference, is needing to go within. Now, we are going into Mercury Retrograde, or no, we're already in Mercury Retrograde. When I'm recording this is the first day. But anyways, going within, that inner light, that's where we unlock everything, all right, Libras? You have that energy of wanting to make sure everybody else is happy, appeasing everybody else. I get it, I'm a Pisces, right? But we need to unplug, okay? And that can be hard for air signs. It's hard to unplug from social media. It's hard to unplug, you know, from communication in a sense. But going within right now and getting to the core of our inner child, right? If there's any parts of our shadow that still need to be healed, where did that just go? That was, yeah, seeing your energy right here. You got to get to your Mercury retrograde. Like, next 2 weeks of readings are probably going to have a lot of like random misspeaking, but your light and your shadow, right? You got to have both to unlock this, okay? And you're all about balance. So the main thing that I'm getting is that our balance within is the focus for this month, as far as the emotional evolution that collectively that we're all on, because again, the collective message is emotional evolution. It's all about maintaining that balance. And if things are out of balance, we have to stop giving so much to the external world, to our external relationships, and go within and focus on our most important relationship, which is our relationship with ourselves, Libras, okay? But yeah, so Mercury retrograde, same week last week. There's something here to childhood and a choice on how we think about something, how we communicate regarding a certain situation in our lives. But Mercury retrograde on the 13th happened. We had the new moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so that first was on the 12th, on 12/12, amazing synchronistic day of the year. And then that gives us new perspectives on things, okay? And then we go into retrograde the next day. So instead of getting frustrated because we have that fire energy that's wanting us to charge forward, we need to utilize this time of going within, because we want to be ready for Jupiter direct on the 30th. Jupiter direct in Taurus is happening, and that's going to cause expansion. So while we are being asked to go within, while we are being asked to kind of clear this out so we can liberate ourselves, right? Like, remember, all of our struggles with others, there's something within that it's connected to. Now, it's not saying that like issues you have with other people are all your fault, okay? It's saying that everything we see is a reflection of a certain theme from our shadow, okay? And so once we get to that and we can tell our shadow, you know, I got it from here. You know, I had a reading with, don't remember, Angela, I think. There was this Reiki coach that I had a reading with. And I remember, and this was like at least a decade ago, more than a decade ago. And I just very clearly remember her saying that you need to tell the dragons inside, it's okay, I got it from here, right? And at that time, I didn't really make the connection to the shadow. But in a sense, you know, you can see your shadow as like a dragon who's trying to protect you, okay? And so the only way to calm that dragon is to make it feel safe. And the only way to make it feel safe is to show it what it fears isn't to be feared. So that new moon, obviously, bringing that new perspective, which Libra, I'm sure you embrace, because you do want to see both sides. You know what I mean? You want the balance. But I'm thinking that full moon in Cancer next week is going to be very, very, very powerful. So remember, moon is connected to your subconscious. It's connected to your shadow. It's connected to your dreams. It's connected to your intuition. And that full moon in Cancer is emotional closure to sensitive matters, okay? So please pay attention to your dreams. I know I've been having some crazy dreams. I had to stop my daughter from telling me her dream because it was a very intense dream she was having, but we were going to be late for school if she didn't finish her breakfast. So there's something here about, with confidence though, and wanting to escape in a sense our situation, and dreaming of where we want to be, which we all do. But we got to focus on these cups down here, okay? We're not going to obtain this cup by avoiding these cups, right? I mean, these cups are still great, you know what I mean? So there's something there with your confidence and avoiding something emotionally. So take that how it resonates, okay? But yeah, that full moon though, we have to remember next week, it also, on the 26th, we have Chiron in Aries, which is healing insecurities. And that is going to be so important. So like I said, we have that. And then on the 30th, we have Jupiter direct in Taurus, expanding everything that we have been thinking about expanding since Jupiter's gone retrograde, okay? So I'm really excited for this. I really think it's to ignite that inner flame, that inner child, liberate yourself, to shine your light exactly how you want to shine it. So get excited, okay? And we're going to leave the shuffling at that, because that is a fabulous card to have at the bottom. Okay, let's see what we got for Libras for December 18th through December 24th, 2023. Yeah, okay, so something too that your shadow with patience. I mean, air signs, rapid, quick movement, okay? And we're in Sagittarius season, which we want to, fuel that inner flame and keep moving forward. The delays that are happening with Mercury retrograde, that's when our shadow can play tricks on us, right? Because we are in an instant gratification society. And water signs have been getting this a lot. I'm a water sign. And the power of patience, okay? So the more that we can utilize the power of patience, and patience not in the sense of just sitting there and not doing anything, but redirecting your energy to something you can do. So again, retrograde time, perfect time for journaling, planning. If you're building a website, starting, a podcast or a YouTube channel. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the time to get all those things ready so that you are, boom, on your way once, that expansion comes, okay? But just pay attention to your shadow playing tricks on you, because again, that retrograde is in Capricorn, which is earth energy. We're heading into Capricorn season, obviously, but right now we're in Sagittarius season. We're not in Capricorn season until the 21st. So just be mindful of your shadow, okay? Yep, that's going to be interesting. Okay, well, that's good to see in a certain way. Ah, yes. Okay. Also a reminder too, Neptune and Pisces went direct, okay, on the 4th, I believe, which is activating hope and faith, okay? We have to have as much hope and faith in ourselves as we do in other people. So just be mindful of that. That just came up. But last week's energy coming into this week is the 6 of Cups. Now, this can indicate childhood nostalgia, daydreaming, simple pleasures, again, like your inner child, the playfulness of your inner child. However, with the cards that are coming with it, and what I saw in the shuffle, I'm getting more of an indication of something from childhood, connected to our childhood, that we don't want to face or that we are idealizing. So take that how it resonates, but nothing wrong with this. We all do it, right? And so again, like, your shadow is something that's built from childhood, okay? You're a beam of light that gets shot into this body, and then you're told how to think, act, speak, dress, you know what I mean? And like, depending on the energy that is within you, that's at the core of who you are, sometimes that doesn't vibe with society, all right? And like, I say this message to Aquarius a lot because, Aquarian thinking, that's not accepted in the Capricorn paradigm. That's not accepted in the paradigm we're in right now, okay? It's going to be. And so that's where it's like so much of their power is coming from overcoming their shadow energy. And so it could be something from childhood that we are over idealizing that actually did build our shadow up more than we realize. So take that how it resonates, but that's the message I'm getting. This week's energy is the 10 of Wands, okay? This is ruled by Saturn and Sagittarius. So again, if we can rethink, have this new perspective of all these things that are happening, our lessons from Saturn. Remember, Saturn went direct in Pisces on November 4th. Now, take one step at a time, understand that you're building your resilience, understand that a burden is being lifted, okay? But we still have to do the hard work to get there. You're almost there is the message I'm getting. You're almost there. So what lessons are you learning? Utilize this Mercury retrograde to think, why am I going through what I'm going through? What lesson is there in it? And it's not saying that you're going to get this definitive answer, but that questioning, because you are so attuned to your shadow and your subconscious during Mercury retrograde, that can really at least have some light bulb moments as to shifting your vibration, changing your perspective, okay? But you're almost there. So the Hangman next week, that's where I think, like I said, the power of patience, okay? We need to not get stuck in our heads, all right? This is a new perspective. So remember, it's Neptune and it's new perspective. So also take a look at where Sagittarius and Pisces are, like what houses those rule. See if you can get some clarity there. And then if there's any planets that you have that are ruled by Sagittarius or Pisces. But this is letting go. So this is interesting because like with the 10 of Swords, you know, the 10 of Swords asks you to surrender, right? The 10 of Wands is like, you're almost there. Take one step at a time. And the Hangman is all about new perspectives, letting go, rethinking your identity, right? Trying to look at things with a new perspective during this downtime. It is also like there is this surrender in a sense, like they take their mask off finally. Like this is the point where the Fool takes their mask off. They've gone through their journey. They've learned the lessons and now there's the liberation. And so there is a slow build up to that. So I'm excited to see what the clarifiers are. So let's get into those. Also, Libra, if you do like this reading, please do like the video, comment if it resonates in a certain way, share with others that you think it might resonate with, and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you get notifications of when new videos do pop up. Okay, well, this is clearly something new is wanting to come in, right? This is emotionally fulfilling. This is satisfying that inner flame, right? You're trying to ignite something new. But the only thing that we need to remind ourselves is that success is yours through talent and effort, okay? Jupiter, take a look at your Jupiter, natural talents, right? The Magician's also ruled by Mercury, though. So this is a reminder of Mercury retrograde, okay? And that there is a reminder, too, that when we are thinking about things during retrograde, those thoughts can be a little clouded. Okay, so we might be perceiving things differently. Like, it's almost like that idea of like, you know, somebody sending a text and there's a misspelling because it's retrograde. But you read the misspelling and you automatically take it a certain way. Like, you know what, like that's just the type of energy I'm getting right now. But all of this can be yours if this is what you've been dreaming about. And I go back again to that Libra new moon, right? There was so much collective optimism mid-September, or wait, was that mid-September? No, not mid-September, mid-October, prior to the Libra new moon. Sorry, like the setup to the Libra new moon. Like there was so much that we felt was going up and then it like kind of got pushed down. Just keep going. You know what I mean? Like, like I said, don't sit on Mercury retrograde. Don't like get lost in nostalgia. Do it, okay? Just do it. This is also a card of effective communication. So, I'm excited to see how this ties into this week, okay? But you might have been feeling the shadow of that Mercury retrograde pretty strongly, which is very interesting. But clearly, all of this, these new opportunities, this new emotional fulfillment, new creative endeavors, all takes that magician that's within you, okay? So let us clarify the Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here this week for Libras? Why is the Ten of Wands here for Libras the week of December 18th through December 24th? Okay, interesting. There's way too many cards, but I do want to point out that the Six of Coins is ruled by Moon and Taurus, okay? And so a reminder, the full moon next week in Cancer, and then Taurus direct in Jupiter at the end of the month. There could really be something related to financial karma. Okay, so take that how it resonates. And our relationship with money, because at the end of the day too, if there are blocks that you're feeling creatively, financially, our relationship with ourselves and our relationship with others affects our relationship with money. So keep that in mind, Libras, okay? All right, why is the Ten of Wands here this week for Libras? Why is the Ten of Wands here this week for Libras? It's interesting too, like it is Mercury retrograde and I have a song in my head, but it's not coming in clearly. But if it does come in clearly, I'll make sure to mention that. Okay, well, Five of Wands, all right? This is power struggles, all right? This is Saturn and Leo, okay? So there could be a Leo in your life where there's like challenges, blocks. Take that how it resonates. You could have Saturn in Leo. Check your chart. But you got to choose your battles wisely, especially during a Mercury retrograde. And so that's why it's so important to change your perspective if you are feeling overworked, burdened. You know what I mean? Like a really strong opposition to where you're trying to go. Because there's something within us that's making it making that opposition stronger than it needs to be, is what I'm getting. Because remember, it all comes from the same root. All of this fighting, all of this clashing is coming from the same root, okay? All right. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna share these two because they were there and they're really specifically related to this. Like with the Magician, you're gonna have to do a lot of juggling. Like this might be more, like you might be feeling exhausted, but like you have to change your perspective. Like I'm building my resilience. I'm taking my step to the next level. Got to get out of your head. Got to stop blocking that Jupiter energy, right? You are in control. This person is in control of freeing themselves with this card. Okay, this is what you're manifesting. When you stay focused on this, right, and you find that perfect balance, hello, to balance, Libra, and cut out the cobwebs. You know, it's actually interesting. So I listen to and watch Minnow Pontero, and which I highly, suggest that you do too. But he said something specifically about cobwebs at his place, and that when he clears out I think it was him. I hope it was him. But I listened to a few tarot readers, but something about clearing the cobwebs, and every time he clears the cobwebs, it clears up mentally something that is like that's feeling like foggy. Okay, and so I am getting this like strong, like if you do have cobwebs around, like take some time to clean. You know what I mean? Like retrograde time again too, like cleansing, going within, right? Like put some salt on and like vacuum it up, so like there's something there to that. But this is what we're blocking by not embracing more of the Two of Coins and not releasing this Eight of Swords. Because remember, this is about being in your head, and we're in retrograde season. So let's clarify the Hangman now for you. All right, why is the Hangman here next week for Libras? And also too, sometimes I do have Tough Love Tarot. And there's actually a comment recently on a Capricorn Tough Love Tarot reading. I don't know if it was the extended monthly or last week's, but the comment was negative, thumbs down. This is not for Capricorn. And it's like, well, it is, but I understand. Like sometimes those messages we don't want to hear. Like I'm not gonna judge them because I have turned off certain readings when I'm not in the right energy. Oh, wow. When I'm not in the right energy to hear them. You know what I mean? Okay, this is amazing. Oh, my Lord. Okay. So the Hangman is clarified by, and so I love too that this fell like this. by the Five of Swords and the Sun, okay? The Five of Swords is knowing when to walk away from something. It's working on boundaries, all right? It's accepting a loss, like it's okay to lose and move on. There's something about that and just accepting and walking away that's going to bring in the Sun, which is the best card, best outcome you could ever ask for. Literally, any card, best outcome. And this is, I think, too, like I said, swords are all about communication. And we're in Mercury retrograde. And also remember, next week's when we have that full moon in Cancer and Chiron in Aries. So there's something here related to an insecurity. Maybe an emotional insecurity. That we need to, there's something mentally I'm getting that we need to walk away from. Okay? But when we can walk away from something, look what comes in. Oh, I love this. Okay, let's get an empowering question here. All right, so let's get one empowering question for, all right. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, your empowering question is, what does happiness mean to me? What does happiness mean to me? That's going to be perfect this week with this feeling of the power struggles, the feeling just exhausted, not wanting to, face the Two of Coins and the Eight of Swords. When you're feeling that resistance, when you're feeling Saturn's, taskmaster energy is getting to be too much, focus. What does happiness mean to you? Okay? And don't think about it like in this instance. Like think about, like go through the past. This, again, perfect time retrograde. Go through your past and reflect on when you feel like are your happiest moments and what was it like during that time. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Libras. Hang in there, okay? Embrace the hard work, change your perspective on it because it's clearly leading you to amazing, wonderful things, okay? So embrace that multitasking, embrace that balance, and have a great week.